Good morning. Our view at Grand Forks shows a lowered visibility, not terrible, but just slightly lower. We've got wind really moving our flags at the home of economy in Grand Forks as well. That wind turning northwesterly and picking up this morning, creating some issues here, not just with wind chill, which of course is a hazard, but also some blowing and drifting snow in some spots. Grand Forks, we're watching for perhaps a little light snow coming down here shortly on the radar. And so for travel, we're going to need caution all day long. Even if it's not snowing where you are, you're not experiencing the blowing snow. The cold is a hazard too, with wind chills getting into that dangerous range. So easy does it here today as we're working our way into much colder air for the season. So here's a look at one of our DOT cams around the region. This is the St. Vincent area in the northwestern corner of Minnesota in Kittson County. You see along Highway 171 that we don't have a good visibility view here. We've got snow flying by the camera view as snow continues to fall, and we're seeing blowing snow as well. Road conditions, and you can check these on the VNL weather app. Each of our tri-state area DOT links right there for you to check out. But here on the map, you see green is what we want. We want the typical or normal seasonal road conditions, but there are areas in blue, especially in the north, where we've got some patchy snow on the road surface. So if you're going to be traveling today and in the coming days with this colder air, some reminders here, our checklist, dressing in those warm, loose layers. We want to cover skin to avoid frostbite. Keep those pets inside, of course. And if you're traveling, again, have that gas tank be full. Never let that drop below half a tank during these cold times. A survival kit, of course, in your car. And if you're going to be traveling, let somebody know your route and where you plan to be and when. And have that cell phone always charged as well. So some reminders there as we're working our way into this Arctic air mass. And there are some areas where, again, that snow might be causing some hazards on the roads. There's one little pocket here just west of Grand Forks that might be bringing a quick little shot of snow to you there. Right now, looking at our visibility reports, that blowing snow and falling snow in Langdon and Walhalla, bringing our visibility down to less than a mile there, right at a mile in Cavalier. We're looking at visibility that's at 3 miles in Thief River Falls from some snow. And then the Southern Valley looking a lot different. Our visibility reports coming in close to 10 miles, which is the number we want to see on this map. Now, wind, that's a huge factor for us in the coming days, including this morning. We've got gusts into the 30s, Devil's Lake and Langdon. And notice the direction. We're seeing that direction shift to a northwesterly direction. That's that cold Arctic air blasting in. And so we are going to deal with the blowing snow and with wind chills there that are pretty tough. Air temperatures right now are below zero for several spots in eastern parts of North Dakota. It's 2 below in Devil's Lake and Jamestown. Fargo's at 6 above, still above zero, and 5 in Grand Forks, a little milder to the east for the moment. But again, this is just the start. That Arctic air will continue to advance in and affect all parts of the valley in the coming days. And wind chills, here we go. We're in the 20s below, 30s below in Rolla and in Harvey. And of course, we have that wind chill advisory in effect here for today. And we will continue to have to deal with these wind chills for some time. So here's a look at our forecast planner. A couple of things to point out. I know we got a lot going on this map. White number, that's your air temperature. The pink numbers, those are your wind chills. That's critical to pay attention to here in the forecast. And then you can see in the northern valley still getting some snow. Again, still could see a little bit of accumulation here as this low influences our weather up along the border area, another inch or maybe even more in places, especially over by Lake of the Woods. So moving through time here this morning, we'll see those temperatures really struggle. They won't rise much. I'm thinking we're going to pretty much hold steady throughout much of the day, thanks to this northwesterly wind just continuing to drive in that colder air. And of course, that creates that wind chill factor through the day too. So we're looking at wind chills teens to 20s below this afternoon, and temperatures for a lot of places still above zero, a lot of us in the single digits above. Now tonight, once the sun sets, that energy driver, that's a thing that helps to warm us up usually when we don't have other weather going on during the day. We'll lose that, and then those temperatures will plummet, and the wind will still stay strong out of the north or northwest. And so that's going to continue to create a wind chill factor and make things even worse heading into tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, Fargo likely to break the streak and drop below zero for your morning low. And check out these pink numbers. Again, those are your wind chills, 20s below across a widespread area in the valley tomorrow morning. And some of us that will be dipping into, again, the 30s below in parts of northeastern North Dakota. And we just keep going from there. So we're going to be talking about that coming up in your 11-day planner and your forecast. It's sponsored by Innovative Basement Authority.
It just keeps getting worse. The crack keeps growing. The doors and windows stick.
This must be very frustrating. Almost no one connects that these are telltale signs that water is shifting your foundation. But it's okay. We got it.
Oh, this is done growing in this house.
Okay.
The effects of water can be surprising, but at Innovative Basement Authority, we'll do a complete home inspection for free.
So today, again, the start of the cold air outbreak will just keep sliding from there. Tomorrow is going to be an even colder day. We'll still have the wind. Notice each day here, all the way through Tuesday, we're looking at wind being impactful for us. There's also the potential we could see still some light snow showers coming back on Friday and into early Saturday. On top of all of that, so road conditions may not be great. And then the air temperatures in that hazardous range dropping below 0. And wind chills that will be even colder here. We could see some numbers. You know, we've already seen some 30 below numbers this morning in some areas. Could even get as low as 40 below on some of the colder mornings here and afternoons. Now Sunday, again, that first alert weather day for the coldest of the year. We slowly climb out of it heading into midweek next week, but not a big warm up. We're talking about highs above 0 at least, and some days into the low teens above.
We're officially at the stage where the air hurts my face.
Yes, and it's going to be like that for a while. This isn't a one-day cold snap. This is something that we're going to have to endure for a good week here.
Yeah.
I might have to bust out a ski mask or something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Thank you, Lisa.